I think it stopped, Case.
Hello and welcome to our second SpicyCast. I am Paxton. Tonight we are joined with pretty much every spicy boy that we have. Casey, Luke, William, Chris. Brian is not quite in here just yet, but he will be. So that's going to
Oh,
be
shit.
good. You okay there, Chris?
I gotta still draw a picture of Will. I didn't think about it.
You need to draw a skull for picture. So we have a lot on our plate tonight. So before I get into the heavy meat of it, Casey is going to lead us in with whatever Casey's got going for us tonight. So yeah, man, take it away.
Well, disclaimer, I don't have a lot on my plate. I was actually finishing eating while we were setting this up, so my plate is empty. Now you put me on the spot like this, and I really don't appreciate it.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your food so fast.
I need to point out that without a skull, I'm still like a fledgling spicy boy. I'm
Oh,
like,
what?
No.
Mild.
You're there in spirit. You're
Yeah,
there. It's just the opacity's real high.
Look,
Yeah,
and look, knowing what I know about Chris, he's actually working on it at this exact moment. So,
I'm like a mild boy at best.
so anyway, let's see. Where should we start? This week I learned who ProJared is and learned he sucks. More AMD rumors. Epic Game Store is still a thing.
Unfortunately.
That sounds so
I want to
biased.
clarify
Jesus
that the
Christ.
Jared thing, that's not the Jared from Subway, right? That's
No.
not.
No.
God,
Actually,
no.
Kind of.
Wow. TLDR, yeah. So apparently, according to what the internet has told me over the past couple of days, he's some kind of famous YouTuber. Famous.
I wouldn't necessarily say famous. It's more like he hung around people that were more famous than him, and it just kind of wafted off onto him for reasons unknown to mankind.
I'm genuinely glad that you actually know this because I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
We've been following it.
so TLDR, he cheated on his wife, which, I mean, that's bad enough, but that's not the reason, not the real reason the internet's blown up on him. He was also simultaneously soliciting nudes from minors.
Oh, boy, was he.
I.e., his fans.
So
And decided to announce his divorce with his wife on Twitter. The problem is he didn't actually tell his wife about it, and he blocked her, so she found out an hour after everybody was blowing up her phone saying, "What's going on? Are you okay? What?
Oh, this gets better and better.
I heard you're going through a divorce. Wait, what?" So she logs on Twitter and found that Jared had blocked her while simultaneously releasing a statement saying he was divorcing his wife. And it gets even better.
It does.
Because
One of
then,
the wonders of the internet.
after his wife posts on Twitter about, "Hey, he blocked me, what the hell is this divorce stuff?" his mistress chimes in and replies to his post and says, "I'm so sorry you're going through this. Let me know if you need anything." I'm just like,
Oh my god! I don't think it would have been anywhere near as much of
Pretty
a
much.
story if it weren't so public and hilarious. I don't know.
So to add a little bit more to this, and a little bit more backstory, ProJared's wife was this woman named Heidi. The girl who ProJared was cheating on with was Holly, aka Commander Holly, aka Ross. I think his last name is O'Donovan.
Wait, Ross O'Donovan's girlfriend?
Yes.
Game Grumps Ross's
Game
ex-wife.
Grumps Ross's ex-wife.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, he is. So this guy, so Ross is, I think, the prime animator, maybe other than besides Aaron on the Game Grumps, and
Yeah, he's also known as Rubber Ross.
yes, Rubber
Yeah,
Ross.
Rubber Ninja.
Okay, that name I've heard.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it goes even further as to say that Ross, when he was still with Holly, was trying to get ProJared and his wife to do things with them and everything, and ProJared is actually was one of Ross's best friends. And being as this thing has gone on for I think 1 or 2 days now, a lot of people have started going back through the streams, the let's plays, the animations, things like that, and they've started to notice sort of a trend of
Like piecing the things together.
yeah. So
I've seen that because I've been following his Reddit because it's blown up since all.
man.
By the way, huge props to his Reddit because the people who owned it immediately banned him from it, actively encouraged it to become a haven of relentless shit posting, and now they've archived it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they
turned
decided
it
we're
into a
kicking
John
him
show.
out. Yeah, we're kicking him out. This place is going to be his sacrifice, and then we're shutting it down.
Oh, I think the last thing that they want on the page right now, I think it's at 45,000 upvotes, is a picture of Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Incredible.
And it's just, it's okay. And this is going to be my full take on it. ProJared, this is Paxton O'Neill speaking. You are a scumbag. You are just the epitome of a scumbag. And you know what? I'm happy now to say that I've never seen a single video of yours. But
yeah.
But you're a fucking scumbag. I hope terrible things happen to you. I won't say anything that is going to get me banned on the YouTube platform, but I just hope your life is not pleasant from here on out.
Hilarious things have happened to him. He's actually gone below 1 million subscribers, which has led to my favorite meme of the past, 6 months, which is a photo of a YouTube gold play button dissolving with the caption, "Mr. Jared, I don't feel so good." And
got him!
But just the fact that, the entirety of his fan base did an absolute hard 180, that's good. Objectively good, right? Because this
Especially
isn't
for an internet world where, people will defend to the death their favorite person regardless of what allegations come out about them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Which, once again, I'm not wishing ill will on the man, but the fact that his entire fan base has been like, "Nah, fuck you, buddy," that startled the shit out of me. And I'm glad.
To be fair, in the internet age, one of two things happens with internet fame. Either people will turn on you on a dime, or they will defend you to the death.
When you play a Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Oh, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. God
Also,
damn it.
But that quote's from season 1, so I can say it.
Yeah, you
also,
can.
William, Logan Paul wants to know your location.
You see, the
I'm in
bigger problem,
Aokigahara.
the bigger problem I saw with all this ProJared stuff personally is within the, of course, getting nudes from his fans, who are, of course, primarily minors.
Yeah, I think that was
do we have
the
a picture?
real
Do we have the picture, Brian?
Oh, I've seen it on accident. Don't.
I have not, surprisingly.
Well, you know how I said that his Reddit turned into a wretched hive of scum and villainy?
Yeah.
There was some pretty good memes involving the photo, but sadly a lot of them, they had the photo.
Oh no, I'm not talking about any photo that's showing his penis. There's a particular, because there are photos. There are uncensored
I've seen
photos. Yeah, Chris is. Well, you fucking dived just into the shit of the internet.
I just go to 4chan.
Yeah, that's
Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
The particular one that has become, I think, rather famous with the whole situation is him posing with his legs spread, dressed up as, I think it's Sailor Mercury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
Let me
all
find
I
it.
gotta say is, don't do that to my favorite Sailor Scout, you piece of shit. Get wrecked, ProJared. So, so for one, we're very small. Of course, we don't have a lot of viewers and everything. But I hope in this case, Ross, you don't deserve this. You're an awesome dude. The Game Grumps are awesome guys. And homie, I hope everything gets better for you. If you ever listen to this, just know that you've got a lot of support from a lot of people. And
By the way, Danny
ProJared.
DeVito now has 52,000 upvotes.
Oh God, there it is! Oh!
Oh, yeah.
If I may, real quick, while researching this, I just found a few amazing comments that I just have to read out real quick.
Take
For
it away.
example, he looks like a damn bleached pool noodle. He looks like a piece of uncooked bread that fell on a dirty floor. Oh man. Oh, that was just a couple of the amazing ones.
Oh my God! So, in conclusion of this, ProJared, get absolutely fucked.
Well,
do you have some more?
there's one thing I would like to discuss about this actually, and I was doing some research into this and discovered that a lot of the people who sent him nudes, again being underage girls, they did it because it felt like a celebrity. And I wanted to discuss how in the internet age, with how many internet stars there are, how it's much more easy to manipulate the younger audience.
So this happened sometime within the past year with someone else. Some other streamer for some fucking game that I haven't heard of. Hold on, I'm gonna do some quick searching here real quick. But
Yeah.
some streamer for some game that I've never heard of was like telling his underage fans to send him nudes.
I heard
or
about it.
he
I don't
would-
remember who it is.
Or he would commit Sudoku if he did not get them.
He write math on his chest.
Wait, did he really say that though?
No.
Also, Brian, fuck you for that picture.
Which one?
Both. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
one?
yeah, here we
Yes.
go. I found it.
Well, who is it? Don't keep waiting.
Fuck.
I'm at half chub. You got to get me at full.
Nah, ignore me. I'm still looking.
While he's looking for that, we'll take this moment to just do a little bit of shameless plugs. Check out Luke Box and Mr. Bibliosaurus on Twitch if you guys ever get a chance. Luke is currently playing through Shadows of the Empire in the best Star Wars
Trying.
fashion.
Playing through's a strong word. Playing.
Chris has been playing some game with Reed that I can't remember the name of it. But
Oh, I'm just playing Titan Quest, but
Yeah.
I haven't played in a while.
Chris streams pretty much. Chris and Luke pretty much stream on the regular. I will be over the summer a little bit more. Just I had school and everything going on. Casey, have you found it yet?
Kinda. All I found is that the
Oh.
guy's name is Greg.
Greg,
Greg.
Right.
Okay.
That's such
Can
a
you,
plain name.
let's see. What
Oh,
the
good
fuck?
games. Good games, Greg.
Good games,
Good
Greg.
games,
Oh yeah. Do you really really
Games.
want to help me? Like I said, if it involves naked pictures of me or anything that violates my privacy, no. Would you rather I die? Not manipulative at all, Greg. The funny thing is, I'm genuine right now, but you don't care. This sounds like an r/nice guys. Like it really
Right.
does.
There's like there's albums like 100 albums of him doing this shit.
This is just to use your platform, and especially like in a position of power, to further your own sexual conquest. It's kind of, it's not kind of, it's just scummy. Like you are obviously in a position to where if you're just normal, people of whoever you're attracted to will want to talk to you, and I'm sure that you could easily find, someone that wants to fuck you amongst those people. I mean, rock stars used to have fucking groupies back in the day, and then I'm sure YouTubers who go to cons and do stuff probably do the same fucking thing. But I guess the only difference here is that maybe rockers were maybe a little bit more gentlemanly about it. Maybe.
That's
Not
sad when
sure.
you think about it.
Yeah, it is sad when you think about it. Because especially the underage people, like these are okay. We had a conversation about prefrontal cortex just before this whole thing. Like they're young, they're impressionable, and you're making a very bad fucking impression. Just letting you know that. So just don't fucking do it. I don't see how this is so
Yeah,
hard.
that's what else do you say?
Yeah, like how
I mean,
is
yeah,
this
the-
hard?
The problem is with, like I said, with internet fame, like people who are famous are both like closer to you in a way because it's much more easier to reach them on a level rather than celebrities. Like I'm not going to run into like Chris Evans or anything like that, but I could just shoot a message to a YouTuber and there's a chance that they could reply.
Right.
I'm kind of the resident expert on all of this shit. I'll kind of give my take on it a little bit. So, what ultimately happens is that when you're a YouTuber, you have that, like Will said, you have that more direct feed to your audience. You're on Twitter, you can send YouTube messages. You're on video. They can see your face for most of these guys. They hear your voice. You're communicating with them. And you kind of pick up these habits, sort of like radio, where you're always like, hi guys, hey, what's going on? it feels like you're having a conversation with somebody, and so you feel more like they're your friend. And in our alligator brains, for some fucking reason, it builds that connection, that sort of, oh, this person's a friendly face, and so you start to trust them more.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, he said, "Hey guys," that means Jared's talking to me.
Yeah, it's weird because like I've had it happen with several YouTubers where it's strange because it's almost like my brain sees them as if they are a friend of mine. Like, especially when you like watch them every day, you know, they're always putting out videos, you see them at the same time, your brain starts to be like, oh hey, I see this person all the time, they are my friend.
Right. And see, what happens to the YouTuber is they see all of these people that interact with them, that like them, and it starts to build this ego thing in their minds. It's a feedback loop where they need that dopamine hit of people adoring them and loving them, and just having those fan interactions isn't enough. They have to feel even more important. And that feedback loop, that cycle just goes on and on and on, and eventually they get to this point where they can't take any criticism because it hurts their dopamine intake to feel like they've done something wrong, or to feel like, you know, oh, how dare somebody criticize me? How dare somebody say something like that to me? And so they seek positive reinforcement, and most of the time, where do these guys go for that positive reinforcement? To their fans. What is the most common form of positive reinforcement that a fan will give to a celebrity or an e-celebrity? Sexual favors.
Yeah.
That's why it always fucking goes there, because they think that they're so big, so untouchable, and all of these people desire their interactions. They desire that a little piece of that fame, so it just completely goes to their heads, and they go full fucking retard.
Yeah, I can. It all makes sense to me.
That's how I agree with it. Doc William just took a better.
I'll
picture,
fix
I
it,
guess.
Paxton.
So yeah,
I'll fix it.
Basically, don't be sexual predators, guys. I know.
Yeah.
What hot take
You would
there.
think that would be, you'd think that would be common knowledge, but
So, here's my explanation of that. If I can do something, then, like, okay, I don't sexually harass anybody. I do it every day, really. Just don't harass anybody. And I'm barely literate, so if I can do it, anyways. So
It's really easy not to. Every moment you get into a situation where you're just like, I could sexually harass this person. You just don't.
Yeah, just maybe not.
yeah, like I work with people all the time, and I'm always like, I'm not going to sexually harass this person. And I don't even actively think about it. I just kind of
and you know what's
sexually
even
harass
weird?
people. It's weird.
I'm not gonna say what my job is, but I'm in a position of authority with underage women, and you know what? Every day I don't harass them. It's fucking weird.
It's this crazy thing in your brain where I walk up to another female I work at where I work, and I'm just like, hey, you having a good day? And I'm like, yeah, how about yours? Oh, that's great. And then I just continue on with my day. And it's like, dude, some of these dudes act like they couldn't even fucking handle a normal conversation without the first words being out of their mouth, m'lady.
Oh no!
And see, there's a flip side to this too. So a lot of these guys were complete and total losers throughout like their high school. I know, I wouldn't consider myself exactly a winner in high school.
You're about to say I know a few losers.
I was gonna say I'm right here.
Hold on. Can we?
But see, it's different when these guys don't have that support network to understand how stupid they are. So they try to live vicariously through their internet fame to try to like relitigate high school to try to be like this super cool dude. And so they get this like they get this like rock star attitude, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit up all these internet ladies, and I'm just gonna be just suave. It's like, no, don't do that.
Gotta get that E strain, y'all.
But it's just
Anytime I see controversy around like an internet celebrity, and it's like, this internet celebrity has done this crazy horrible thing, and it's like, but why didn't they just not do that? Like, how hard is it to just not do the thing?
They can't, Will. They can't.
How hard is it to just not post the clip of you going into Aokigahara and seeing a dead body? Like, how hard is it just to edit that clip out and just be like,
there's so many ways.
we recorded some footage, but it was too terrible. I can't post it, so I'm just gonna tell you guys that it happened.
Are you referencing something in particular?
Nope, not even a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, we've dwelt on this long enough.
Yeah,
Moving on.
The next subject I want to go into. So me and Brian know who this person is. I don't think most of you know who this is. Let's talk about Destiny. And no, I don't mean the game. And no, this is actually a
weird.
person. Do you know who Destiny
I
is?
was watching
Chris?
him yesterday,
Oh, you know who he is. That's right, because he plays League.
and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because you said something about it today, and I was like, "Wait, that dude I was watching last night? Wait a minute."
Yeah. Destiny. So
Okay, for those not in the loop, fill us in.
So what?
Yeah, fill us
For those
in.
of us
So
not in the loop, please fill
Destiny
us in.
is a Twitch streamer. He has about 400,000 some followers, I guess.
Tyrion Lannister is slightly taller than him.
There are a lot of short jokes. He has been on some debates. He was actually in a very famous debate where he did one with JonTron, and that one did not end well with JonTron. But Destiny's what I like to call a person who has, what would you say, like, since he's vertically challenged, he's just very angry little man, I guess.
What's the
Oh,
word
yeah,
that
he has
people
little
use?
man syndrome.
Yeah,
It's
what
so
does he?
bad.
What does he do? Like,
He
what's his
streams.
thing?
He just streams.
Okay.
So
He
He
plays
plays
League.
League of Legends
League, okay.
like every single day, every single waking hour, because the man literally cannot play anything else.
Okay, I
League is
gotcha.
trash.
Well, I agree, but now I'm up to speed.
So basically, what happened was apparently, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, while he was playing, his chat was criticizing him on his play style, either how he was playing or what he was doing, and so being
What's his?
huh?
Never mind.
Being
How's it 2019 and that still bothers people?
That's what I
That's
don't
all
understand.
people do.
And here's what he did. He, like the man baby he is, he started messaging people in his chat with Game of Thrones spoilers. like, is there anything more childish that you could do?
What an
Oh,
asshole!
Oh,
It gets even better though, because then people on live stream fails went over there to criticize him more. So then he used an alt account on live stream fails to message people on Reddit more spoilers. So
Dude,
he got banned. His all of his accounts in his alt account got banned from live stream fails for doing that.
So, he got wait. He got banned for live stream fails. The channel for making fun of dumb shit that
Right.
That's some kind of recursion, isn't it? Like, isn't that proof of the simulation?
Yeah, I think so.
so this kind of goes into a side, but if you can go watch him, you can go kind of see what he's about. I really don't like him for more specific reasons than that, but I won't get into that on this show tonight. I just wanted to point out him being a big man baby, because that's what he fucking is. Like,
Well,
sorry, when we started talking about him, I actually went and looked up and clicked on the first article I found about him, which was talking about him, his stream at TwitchCon being shut down due to him streaming from a no stream lounge with a fan. And basically, he was just poorly trying to lie and cover it up, saying things like he didn't realize it was a no stream zone and that he was just vlogging, that sort of stuff.
you just tell a short joke. If you tell a short joke to him, this dude will fucking lose his mind. And this is the type of person he is. He's just,
He's insufferable.
yeah. It's just bad. So I just wanted to take that moment to make sure I jabbed in there. Fuck you, Destiny. You fucking man-child. You are just learn to take some fucking criticism. You know, it's like
That's delightful.
yeah, we
He's
do it
playing
all
League,
the
he
time
should be
because
used
we
to it.
suck at everything that we play. So of course, every once in a while we get a person in our chat who's like, "You suck," and we're just like, "You're right, I do, and I do it."
Some
well.
of us are a little better than others at Halo, but we won't.
You're
get
right.
into
I
that.
am better than you at Halo. Thank you for reminding the audience. I mean, Chris, those BXR no scope 360s that I do on you are just insane, right?
Oh God, Paxton.
Oh, you
I'm adding
you
fuel to
you
a.
scrubs putting down the Magnum. All right. All right. Anyway,
Yeah, let's
So-
move on.
time to put everybody to sleep. Let's talk about tech news.
I'm down.
Specifically, more unconfirmed things about shit AMD might be putting out, maybe. So, this is such a weird, like, niche thing. It's hard to exactly describe this guy, but somebody who has had correct leaks about upcoming processors before, so partially correct, partially not, has
Mhm.
stated that part of AMD's new lineup will include for desktop class a 12-core, 24-thread, 5 gigahertz fucking processor.
Oh my.
Now, to translate that into human speech, if that is true, and if it costs less than several $1,000s, buy Intel. Like,
I mean, it's pretty much how it feels because I've been riding this AMD train ever since I had my new rig.
red
done.
team till I die, baby.
Yeah, like Brian really convinced me, hard. It was like when I was looking at things of how to build my rig, I think the main thing he sold me on was the fact that Intel had to put in a patch that was going to slow down their processor because of security concerns within the processor itself. So that's why I just went.
Yeah, Spectre and Heartbleed.
Oh, well, so, I mean, AMD's the third generation of Ryzen processors, we know it's coming out sometime this year. We don't have any hard details, we just have a bunch of leaks. Now, the reason that they're so interesting is first generation of Ryzen processors was the first time in like over a decade that AMD has been putting out something good. Let's be real,
Oof.
Second generation of it actually, in a lot of ways, passed up Intel. It depends on how you're looking at it. Intel inarguably makes a better product. Inarguably, but like, what you pay for versus what you get. Fucking AMD destroyed them this time around. And so the reason for the hype here is if they can do that yet again, then, it'll be just better for everybody. Even people who buy and use Intel, it's better for them because then it's going to make Intel actually have to get off its ass and innovate a new product for the first time in
Oh
16
man,
years.
I wish they would. Holy
Yeah.
I'm on my show.
Actually do something new for the first time in like 2 decades.
We're doing
What?
it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I can talk though.
So-
I'm muted.
Yeah, let's see. Is that
I'm gonna check on them at the end of this.
they don't really have anything else in, the new consoles coming up that we didn't already know. Except that, it's gonna be until late 2020, so there's plenty of time for us to figure shit out.
Sorry, when you decided to talk about tech stuff, I went and got
I'll
a
go
drink.
get them, don't worry.
Yeah, it's fair.
I was about to say, that's fair.
Okay, so he doesn't just see the
It's alright, Will. Whenever you finally cave in and need a computer, I know exactly who you're gonna call. It's alright.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not saying that tech stuff
Keep going,
is
guys.
bad or anything, or knowledge of it is bad. I'm just saying that I understand absolutely
Turn
nothing
it
of
down a little bit so that way I can hear you a little bit better.
for me. That is why I.
Tired? You sound like you're ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I am the spicy boy tech guy. Oh, one more thing. Speaking of Intel, I think I was having this conversation, I don't remember with who recently, about how it made no sense that they weren't selling more of their F-class processors.
Well, why didn't you just watch it with your mom? I thought it was fine.
An IGP. Well, I think it was like last week or 2 weeks
So
ago.
we are going to watch it tomorrow night?
F-classes. So,
Of course.
so apparently I'm just
Okay.
the fucking hardware prophet. I don't...
No.
So I was like, it doesn't make any sense if they don't sell more F-series, and then like the next week it was like Intel offers 6 new i7 F-series, but of course it's Intel, so they're still not cheaper.
Oh god.
What?
But doing a comparison video, they like even something cheaper from AMD or like
Hold on,
like
quick.
the same equal pricing for 2 different processors, like one AMD, one Intel. They still
Hold on, I'm right here.
almost identical.
Oh, very much. It's always application specific, but it's like
Oh,
right now,
no, I had to put my
it's
phone
in the
down for a
higher
second.
range where Intel still pulls away. Like
Because I have to check on something. real
i5
quick.
is basically like Ryzen basically killed
Huh?
i5. All of the Ryzen series are
Oh, I thought I
basically
did.
i5s but cheaper.
Sorry, I'm just checking pictures. Oh, I thought I did. No.
And Dead Space.
No. No.
Hold on. So the person watching
On the
the
phone.
stream that I have in the next room is saying that he can't really hear any of us
Hey.
other than Pax. The person
Really?
watching the stream
Sorry. I was just. Someone.
I can hear myself.
Someone was saying something about they couldn't hear anything on the show, so I was trying to make sure everything was kosher.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't want to, but I don't know why these dudes stop talking.
It was just, yeah,
No,
I
they
mean,
don't need to wait on me.
just
They
some of
need to
the
keep
stuff
going.
that I saw, it was all about the PS5, how it's going
What are you up to?
8K and how ray tracing. My big thing is, maybe you just call me like an old man and with
What time are you
I
coming home
don't see
tomorrow?
the difference between your 4Ks and your 8Ks. I legitimately don't see a difference, and I don't understand
Gotcha. What are y'all gonna do
if there is a
tomorrow?
difference.
Yeah. Well, I will go check on the cats, and I'll go get something to eat. So don't worry about that. But just text me before you go to bed, okay?
And I did see that the price tag
Yes,
is most
I
likely
will.
looking at
I
499.
promise, and I'll get the pill. I'll do it again. Yep.
No problem.
Yep. Alright. Sorry, sweetheart. I gotta fix this because apparently everyone just went dead quiet for no reason. Love you, sweetheart. Bye. Where did everyone go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you not hear us, Pax?
No. I was muted.
Well, that'll do it, won't it?
No, where did everybody go?
We didn't go anywhere.
No.
We're still in there.
I was muted.
Well, that'll do it, won't it?
Hold on real quick. Something's wrong.
Yep, yeah, that'll do it. We didn't go anywhere. That'll do it, won't it?
Hold on real quick. Something's wrong.
Yep, yeah, that'll
I think
do
he
it.
accidentally muted the wrong thing or something like that.
No, I muted me.
That'll do it, won't it?
So,
Yep, yeah,
I
that'll
think
So,
he
Pax,
accidentally
when
Yeah,
you're
muted
AK
muted-
is completely
something like
useless
that.
right
No,
now.
I
when you're
muted me.
muted, Cam in the next room could still hear you. So,
I think
So,
he
Pax,
accidentally
when
Like,
you're
if
muted.
anybody has a screen that needs 8K right now, when my 4K 65-inch, I can't, like,
so Pax, when
like
you're
if anybody has a screen that needs
Yeah,
8K
it's
right
not
now, when
worth
my
it.
4K
Like,
65-inch,
it
I
takes
can't, like,
so much more
like,
juice
if
to do
anybody has a
something
screen
that you will
needs
barely
it's
notice.
not
worth
my
it.
4K
Like,
65-inch,
it
I
takes-
can't,
Yeah. Where did Casey go?
Okay, so now the stream, like the audio is looping on itself.
No, I fixed it. Why was Casey?
Okay,
Did Casey
are we good
mute
now?
himself?
No, he's here.
I'm speaking.
Oh Lord. No, I'm trying to make sure everyone can hear us. I had a phone call to take. I'm sorry, but I had to.
Jesus.
Casey, you've been deemed not worthy.
Apparently.
I didn't mute you.
Bruh.
Into the Soulstone. Jesus.
I did not mute you.
Okay,
Can
Okay, sorry,
everyone? Is the stream being heard fine? That's all I want to know. Like because I
I
can't
believe
check
it is
through
now.
YouTube.
I'll wait for my my man in the next room to verify.
Well, what were we talking about? More of the AMD stuff?
Oh no.
Well, we're talking about 4K versus 8K and any sort of visual differences.
Yeah,
Basically.
so I was working film projectors. Well, at the time, film and digital movie projectors. At the time that 4K started rolling out in theater on a 60-foot screen, and we would get movies in both 2 and 4K, and there I could kinda tell a difference.
Now, I can tell on my screen. Like, I can definitely see it, but I don't think it's worth... Like 8K is pointless right now. It's so pointless right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
8K TVs, but I mean, what can you do about it at this point?
I think
Also,
my
again,
favorite piece of news about the PS5 is that now, this is still early on, but they're purportedly claiming that it is fully backwards compatible with PS4 asterisk.
Ooh.
That is what I've heard.
Now, my big question about the PS5 and the next Xbox or whatever, because I don't play consoles, I don't,
I know you don't.
is will it be at least 60 FPS constantly on games? I know it depends on the developer and what they put on it.
It's probably going to depend on the developer, but the APUs that are going to be in the new consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like right now on a PS4, if you make a 60 FPS game, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices elsewhere to get it to work. With the new consoles, you won't have to. So the answer is we should see it 60 FPS a lot more. Because there's not going to be anything holding it back aside from development.
That's honestly one of the main reasons I switched to PC a long time ago. It's because I experienced 60 frames once and I was like, Jesus. And some people say they don't notice it or whatever, but I do.
I do. I definitely.
Even I notice it, and I don't have a PC.
Yeah, I definitely notice it. I have a shitty refresh rate monitor right now. That's a whole other thing, but.
No, I don't know. I can definitely notice a difference with 60 FPS in terms of gaming and 30 FPS. It's like my eyes see more clearly, I guess.
Yeah, it's like everything just seems just incredibly smooth.
Along that same thread, 60 FPS for TV and movies. Nah, I don't miss me with that shit.
No.
Oh,
I've tried to watch a 60.
So, so everyone's feelings towards 8K is pretty much the same at this point, where it's not
worth it right now.
No, it's
not. Pretty much.
We don't have the tech to make it worth a damn right now.
Yeah.
There is not a video card in existence right now.
Wait, we lost Casey.
Oh no. Rip. He's dead.
It just keeps getting better and better.
This is the best
SpicyCast.
There he is.
This is how it goes.
No, I said I was going to reconnect.
Oh, you did?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, we didn't hear you.
Yeah, that's why I reconnected.
Yeah.
So,
But
let me see if I can't pull this.
I have a tech question for you, actually.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again, I'm a complete and utter I'm just dense when it comes to tech stuff. So I was wondering if you could illuminate me as to what exactly is ray tracing.
Okay. I actually can. And I can tell you the reason it's a big deal. So ray tracing is basically the process in which whenever a graphic is being rendered, it processes light, reflections, and also just kind of like realistic light pathing. The reason it's such a big deal is so like it started popping up recently when Nvidia with their RTX line of graphics cards. Now ray tracing has been around forever. Like anything that's animated that you've seen has it basically. The reason it's such a big deal now is it's real-time ray tracing, as in you don't have to render it and sit there forever and let each frame render and load. It happens in real time. So more realistic lighting is the super short answer.
Okay. So it's just incredibly realistic lighting effects.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially.
Yes.
Have you seen the Minecraft stuff for it, Will?
Oh god.
Yes, I saw that. I didn't know exactly what it meant, but it looked very like jarring because it looked like if real life just went through some sort of like cube dicer.
Yeah, so like the shader pack that I use for Minecraft right now uses a kind of it's not real life like real time ray tracing. It uses kind of some fake like workarounds, kind of like trickery that a lot of things use for that. And that's what I use right now. But you know, it's even those super fancy Minecraft ones like the one that I use, it's still fucking Minecraft. Like the visuals aren't
Yeah,
that going to be that crazy, but
definitely.
if you want to look up and see the real big deal about it, there's the latest Battlefield was like the first game that really utilized Nvidia's new tech for it.
I see.
Oh God! Speaking of that, I'm just gonna have a little bit of a tangent here, but fuck Battlefield 5. Fuck that. Ugh.
I don't know.
You're not the only one that thinks that.
Just fuck EA. Fuck them. I don't care about them. They're a god awful company. They always have been. So.
You're right though. You're right.
Chris put something in the chat, but I'm not going to look at it because it's probably just more like.
It's actually the work in progress of my spicy skull.
Okay, good.
I like
yeah,
It's not a dick.
Paxton. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I could put a dick on it.
No, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you would. But I'm looking at our list of things here. So, and this reminds me of one. So, Brian, do we want to talk about Epicenter?
Oh boy, do we.
For the record, I love how happy and pleasant my spicy skull looks.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that's sort of kind of the point there. We'll talk about.
Oh, in some Spicy Boy gaming news, I'm gonna make these motherfuckers get back on Division with me. I'm saying it on the air to hold you all to it.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
What is that popping noise happening?
It's Will
It's
fapping.
Will.
It's Will fapping.
You know it.
Yeah, that's
I just needed,
not
I needed a little bit more airtime of that, so that's why I just let it go for a little bit.
yeah, not too much else in the world of tech news at the moment.
Yeah, we'll talk about Epicenter real quick. So me and Brian usually would go to a festival here in North Carolina called Carolina Rebellion. Well, last year was officially the last one as the promoter, Danny Wimmer Presents, decided that he just wasn't feeling it, I guess.
So he pulled off his mask and revealed that he was Cliff Blazinski the whole time.
Oh my fucking God. And Luke have been telling us for months. Luke have been told us for months. He was like, Epicenter looks like it's going to be Firefest 2. And for pretty much these reasons. So basically, Epicenter started out as any other like Carolina Rebellion where they announced the lineup. The lineup was, as for the headliners, it was very good, in my opinion. I like Korn, but I've already seen them, so we didn't want to go Friday. I really want to see. What did he do? I keep getting distracted.
Keep talking. Just keep talking.
God damn it! I can't. Not when I know he's posting dicks or yeah, I fucking knew. like I
I like how he just knew.
God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because fuck you and your dick fetish.
I told you to keep.
But so basically, Epicenter started off, like as any other means. They announced the lineup. Saturday was the lineup that I was looking forward to the most, which was Judas Priest and Tool. So that's when we went. So me and Brian drove 3 hours yesterday to Rockingham, North Carolina, only to
Wait,
get there.
you two actually were going to it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Because
tickets were $20.
I read up on it once. I read up on it once you were talking about it and saw that everything that happened with it. I didn't know you were one of the ones who got.
Oh yeah, no. I'm all for head first diving into the stupid. But we didn't go Friday. Friday was fucked. So basically, there were people who had spent hundreds of dollars on tickets initially to go see this. Well, I'm guessing that ticket sales probably weren't going too well because closer, maybe like 2 months before the concert, because originally we weren't going to go. We were like, we didn't want to spend that much money for something that we really didn't. We had seen most of the people before. I would have just wanted to go see Tool. But then it changed because they offered the concert for single day tickets at $20. And I was like, oh, well, I'll go for $20. So I spent, I think, a total of like $60 going. And then it got like a couple of days before the festival, and they started offering weekend passes for $1. Now
That's how bad it got. They just wanted butts in seats.
So Friday, we weren't even there. We didn't go for this because I was at work, and we didn't really care. I think the only band we wanted to see at that point was Evanescence. So basically, the parking situation was awful. People apparently were in line for hours trying to get parked because they only had one lane going towards the entire festival. So people waited hours to get parked, to get in, and then some people ended up even missing, Korn, the headliner that night, and people were pissed off. And that's their fault. That's the promoter's fault. They should have, clearly had seen that coming. Now, let's get to the next day. So the next day, parking is not an issue. They have fixed the parking issue. They have opened up more lanes to allow people to come in, and they work with the State Highway Patrol. People are actually getting to the festival on time. It's fine. So we didn't want to see anyone until Bush. Bush was going on at 6:45, and so we left around 3 o'clock yesterday, got some Wendy's, headed out, and we got there, and then some bad weather had rolled through, and at this point, we were told we weren't even inside. Everyone was already told to evacuate. And so we parked our car on the side of the road and we just waited. And I think we waited for almost 2 hours before they just decided, you know what, that storm wrecked our shit. We're going to cancel the rest of the Saturday night. So I am bummed at this point. I am super bummed fighting another bum over a piece of meat in an alleyway. Bummed. It is just...
That's pretty bummed.
That's bummed.
Yeah, man. Feels bad, man.
Because I'm not going to get to see Tool. One of my favorite bands. And here's the other thing, too. What I'm super bummed about is I'm not going to get to see Tool again for $20. Because, that shit ain't ever going to happen again.
No.
Paxton, when you told me it was cheaper than getting the McDouble, I knew something was wrong.
So, being super bummed, and being that night was canceled, we got our hotel, and, me and Brian had talked about it, and we were like, we didn't know if we wanted to go the next day, because the band that we wanted to see was the Foo Fighters. And that's who we wanted. They were playing last. And there were some, good bands I think Tom Morello had a little set there. Live was there. Mastodon was there. 311, Okay.
It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
all
already
right.
seen him anyway.
Like, all right. Didn't care about Bring Me the Horizon. Didn't give an iota of a shit about Bring Me the Horizon. Not knocking them as people or their music, but just don't care.
I mean, I would have been okay with seeing them, but I was just kind of like, eh.
So, like, we got up that morning and we were like, we had heard there was more bad weather rolling through, and we were like, okay, so it's a 50-50 shot. 50% chance that the festival goes on without a hitch, no problem. 50% chance that more bad weather rolls through, and then we are just absolutely fucked again. And and we were thinking about it. We didn't want to we didn't want to deal with having to sit there all day being surrounded by expensive food and drink and basically just waiting for our stuff to, come back. And we just decided against it and we went home. Now, of course, the day went off without a hitch. All the bands got to play. Foo Fighters got to play. Kind of bummed about that. But at the same time, I still think we made the right call because we would have just been miserable the entire time sitting there waiting for it. And it would have just...
Miserable. Just miserable.
Yeah, you summed up why I don't like festivals, really.
So Epicenter, get your shit together and get it done right. Because I'm probably not going to be able to go to a concert for the next 2 years now because I'm trying to get into nursing school. So that was the epitome of, oh shit, boop, boop. I need to pay attention to chat more often. What is it saying? Oh, the sound is fine. Liam's spicy head should have his persona ears or some shit.
No.
BMTH is shit? Oh, Bring Me the Horizon. That's right, I forgot we have a fellow music critic in the chat with us. BMTH is shit. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I just don't care. We had been to festivals before. Luke's been to a festival a couple of times with us. And Luke is the one who also warned us. He was like, hey guys, I just don't want you to lose a kidney. And we didn't lose any kidneys, thank God.
It's such a burden always being around.
Isn't it? Fucking isn't it, though? Isn't it really?
Always being right? I don't know if you're always right. We didn't
Luke,
lose
I'll attest for you, dude. He's always right.
I don't know.
Look, I will definitely say for sure that when this man
What's 1
offers
plus
his
1?
wisdom, I heed it,
What's 1 plus 1?
3,
Oh shit!
obviously.
Oh shit! He knew the
Change
correct
it.
answer. Fuck.
Changing the game.
Oh god. So that was our Epicenter experience. I mean, we've seen some good bands in the past, but I really wanted to see Tool. Like, I really, really wanted to. Like, they're one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time.
Oh yeah, I want to see Tool.
If you're listening, you've never listened to an album like Lateralis, which to me, I think it's still my favorite album by them. Give them a listen. Like, if you've never listened to it before, I know they're kind of like weird shit and they have longer songs, but that's sort of the problem to me with like modern day rock as it is now, is that it's become very cookie cutter, very throw you into a room and talk about my sorrow and stuff like that just all the time, or I'm never gonna let you go, and it's just like, oh Jesus.
I mean, you know my stance on fucking pop rock, so.
Oh yeah, it's all this shit that's just rehashed, and it's like 35-year-old grown men thinking it's poetry, and it's not. and like,
This is so deep, you guys. So deep. So very deep. I'm so very, very sad.
So, Will, looking over the notes, I've been dying to know, what the hell is Snapchat gaming?
What?
Dude, it's the future of gaming.
I'm good with whatever.
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Snapchat Stadia up in here?
So Snapchat says that they're going to try and basically become known for their gaming.
No, thank you.
They're trying to turn into a gaming platform.
That sounds stupid as hell.
Okay, so is every company on Earth announcing some kind of gaming platform? The new everything on Earth having a battle royale mode?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Snapchat Battle Royale mode. Go out and just punch your friends in the face.
Yeah, because we had. Yeah, because Google Stadia, and then Apple's fucking iStadia, and
So I also have because these aren't like really like strong stories. I also did have Apple is actually, from what I read, in my opinion, doing something right for once, which is shocking.
yeah. So I read that too, and nothing is more confusing, and I mean nothing. I have no moral debates stronger than when Apple does something that I intrinsically want to agree with.
So, for those of you who don't know, Apple is thinking of making their gaming services, their gaming apps and everything, on a subscription basis. Now, what that does is it helps eliminate microtransactions in mobile games, and in addition, by paying the monthly service, you can then try out games for free instead of having to pay that $99, $2.99, all the way up to $40 to play a mobile game that you may not even enjoy.
And see, I really support it actually.
I think it honestly sounds like it actually sounds like a good idea.
Because you can, my stance on microtransactions doesn't need to be said, and of course, Apple's solution is going to be something that puts a little bit in their pocket, but like, it's a solution or an attempt at a solution, and I can't knock that.
Also, Casey, if you don't like microtransactions, don't buy them. God.
Oh, right. Damn. Breaking news.
Get wrecked.
He's got you on that one. Damn.
I'm gonna go commit Sudoku right now.
Oh boy. Has anything changed regarding microtransactions at all? Wait, that's right. We have a bill introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're finally actually looking to do stuff about ruling microtransactions as gambling across the board.
Now, that bill specifically states loot boxes, and it specifically states children's games, but we have to start somewhere, and also, my moral high ground for microtransactions has always been that it's predatory to children, so this is pretty much what I've been whining on my soapbox about for years, so... Like, fucking bring it.
So
I'm okay with
what kind
it.
of soap is in the box?
The kind that will wash the fucking stink of Eververse off of me, huh?
Oh, man,
It's only cosmetic. It's only cosmetic. Yay.
wow.
Vote with your wallet.
Did we add a Fortnite gamer into the show? Like,
But see,
I
this
think-
is. Oh,
Go ahead.
No, I'm a Bungie fan. You.
Casey, never forget that a gentle ocean doesn't make a good sailor.
oh sweet.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
Christ. Tell that
Fucking.
story.
We live
Tell
in
that
a
story.
society, my friends. Holy shit.
I need this story recorded and told.
Oh, man.
What story?
The story.
I have so many, but he's referring to the XX Nocturnal XX.
Do you want us to tell that story?
It's a great story.
We'll hold that one off for another time.
You really don't. Oh, you don't want to get into that.
Nah, not right now.
I still.
So,
What do you want to?
I mean, so Apple decides to make a good move regarding microtransactions. They still make keyboards on the I think it's the A10 750 MacBook that break after using it like 1,000 key presses, but whatever. Good on you, Apple.
Yeah, we're living in quite the day and age where you have to actively remind yourself to not sexually harass people. Apple's doing something right. Microtransactions are finally going away. It's Snapchat as a gaming platform.
Fucking.
It's a great time to be alive.
It's a Yeah, what a time to be alive. Oh, Brian, it's also a time where my my Iron Golem farm ain't working right. So when this stream ends, I'm gonna have you work with me. I'm gonna need your help, but that's a whole other thing. Oh yeah, so Minecraft Update 1.14 has been released.
Lord.
We don't have it. They've broken a lot of stuff that I care about. They've also made the game overall way laggier. So even without all my technical stuff that I want, just yeah, maybe wait for 1.14.1. You know, I don't know. I fucking love Minecraft. This update overall is kind of a letdown.
It's a great game, but this update apparently is just sucks. God damn it. I can't wait until we can talk about Game of Thrones, specifically because of the memes. Like, just the memes in and of itself are hilarious right now.
Oh. Oh, wait, never mind. I don't talk about where I work. I was going to dive into some of that, but nah, let's not. No. You know exactly where I'm going.
Oh, yeah. No, I do.
Yeah, you do. Oh, yeah. Do you want to know if I heard it all week? Because I did.
Did you?
Oh, hell yeah. Every day, at least one fucker walking in there is like, hey, so... yeah.
So Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so you gotta do it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All of you know where I'm going with that.
Oh, God, there's just some of these. I'm on r/all right now, and it's just... Most everything is Game of Thrones memes, and I can't post any yet. Oh God. So we're at. I will say this. So Game of Thrones has one.
Chris, it's wrong. There isn't a little R or a TM after every third word. That's how you know it's not a true Adobe product. It's not Adobe R Gaming TM.
That's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. There's one episode left of Game of Thrones. A lot of people are very divided on the show right now. But hopefully the next time we do this show, we will be able to talk about it. Although I think it's kind of past due.
I just can't believe that Jon Snow finally opened the hatch.
Stop.
I mean, I really...
I've never even seen Lost. I just don't.
It's all in the dog's mind.
I know.
The thing is I actually really liked Lost, but the last season just kind of, I feel like they had no idea where they were going, and it really showed in the final season, because they're just like, sure, here you go.
God, and Cersei was the Heisenberg all along.
Oh my God.
Just, damn, dude.
So, just a real quick interjection here of talking about other things. Has everyone seen Avengers Endgame? I don't think Luke has. I'm not going to give. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but just real quick. So the current number for that movie, I think, is $2.5 billion. So $200 million more dollars, and it will overtake Avatar as the top movie.
Number one.
Yeah.
I'm about to add some money to that tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna go see it with Matthew?
Yeah.
Hey, look at you being a good older
Also,
brother.
it was funny. It was funny because I saw a meme where it was I mean, we all know the scene from SpongeBob where Sandy's chasing down SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yeah.
Like, I think.
Oh, with the lasso?
Texas is stupid.
Yeah, that one.
You're damn right.
So,
Then he explodes.
It was that, but Sandy was Avengers Endgame, Patrick was Titanic, and
SpongeBob was Avatar.
That's fucking glorious.
That's fucking good.
Who you calling Pinhead?
It was just great because you just see the lasso come up, grab Titanic, just SpongeBob, and just mushroom cloud.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Okay, so quick interjection. This is on r/Forbidden Snacks. Forbidden
Ruh-roh.
Guacamole.
Time for our newest segment, Paxton Reads Reddit.
Yeah, this is what your engine looks like when you add 6 liters of windshield washer fluid to your engine oil fill hole and then drive until the engine stops. I will put this in the chat so everyone can see.
Oh, I saw that earlier. I too am a man of culture, and you know this.
Oh yeah, dude, I know.
What does that make me?
What the?
Considering you're a beatard,
Yeah,
Hold
for
on,
real.
hold on. I need to show this to my car friends and like listen to them like have a heart attack real
Cringe,
quick.
you mean? So,
No, friends.
oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. They're going to cringe. Your friends are going to cringe.
no, it's his
Oh, yeah.
vehicle kin.
Oof.
Yeah, okay, going back to
They identify
ProJared.
themselves as engines.
Yeah. Also, going back to ProJared real quick for the subreddit, because I just found it again. It says, if you upvote this picture of Danny DeVito before the subreddit locks, it will permanently be stuck on the front page of r/ProJared.
Yeah, I told you, this has like 52,000 upvotes.
Oof.
It's pretty great. It's pretty hilarious. Go watch it. Or, yeah, go upvote it. Go watch it. What am I talking about? Trying to make sure there's nothing, trying to make sure there's nothing else really going on. I could talk. God, I can't talk about it. Oh, you know who we didn't talk about? I completely forgot. James Charles.
Oh, don't start
Oh,
that shit. I've been hearing about that
boy.
shit all week from Sage.
I actually have avoided all of that.
Oh my God. So,
Who?
Okay.
James
Another-
Charles is a YouTuber.
Oh,
have you
no
ever seen
wonder.
that? Hey sisters,
No.
be glad.
Okay.
Hi, sisters.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus.
He's-
I already
He's
want
just
to
a
drink
very-
bleach.
he's just a very effeminate YouTuber who, I mean, I honestly don't know too much about him
Oh, Luke,
because
some bleach. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Sounds like it tasted good.
Oh, yeah.
But so what's the drama around this? Like I've seen him all over the place.
Brian, would you like to take it away?
Do I have to be the YouTube whisperer?
Are you?
or
Yeah,
something?
you're our YouTube correspondent.
So, Tati, who's another like big makeup blogger, apparently spilled all of the tea about some of the illicit shit that James Charles has done behind the scenes, which apparently consists of sexually harassing straight men and trying to blackmail them into sleeping with him. Apparently, this has been going on since high school. Apparently, he catfished his entire men's soccer team at his high school and got nudes and then like blackmailed them, and it's a whole bunch of shit. Now, I will say this, that I haven't seen
hear
a
it.
single shred of evidence to suggest that this is actually that this has actually happened. However, that's why I exercise caution and just immediately like destroying someone's career without actually being able to definitively prove it.
And again, that's the other side of that coin I was talking about, where fans will turn on their, the person they're a fan of on a dime without any substantial proof. The
Holy
thing is, with
fucking shit,
ProJared,
that
we have
song.
proof.
What the fuck is Casey doing? What are you
Nothing.
doing? You son
I
of a
think
bitch.
it's simply the fact that somebody like James Charles is very abrasive because he's, you know, openly loves makeup, is openly homosexual. So I think that kind of adds a little bit of vendetta to it. And you can kind of see that in the
Damn
people
it.
that have latched onto it. But he's pretty much fucked. Like, there's no two ways about it. His career's over.
Are you doing this on purpose?
No.
Jesus
Why
Christ.
do you keep listening to the Jeopardy music? Son of a bitch.
So, okay, I, believe it or not, was actually keeping up, and that turned out about how I expected it to when we let into it.
If Sage was here, she could tell you everything.
Once again, I feel the need to stress, how hard is it to not sexually harass people?
Apparently, it's really fucking hard to do, but was something I wanted to get into, but I think it's a little too controversial, so I'll just leave it.
At the end of the day, if we assume that the stories are true, how hard would it have been for James Charles to just sit there and just be like, you know what, I'm just not going to sexually harass people today. There are plenty of gay men that are openly gay that you can sleep with.
Right.
And you're done. There you go. Boom.
But
Yeah, it's
would we
Yeah.
say that like there are with straight relationships, even with gay relationships, you have people that are predatory?
yes.
Yes.
So
And women too. Everybody can be assholes. Everyone, all of us.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing a lot of people don't seem to understand is that everyone is a dick.
Yeah, anyone can be a dick. Anyone from any group or sexuality or nationality or religion, everyone can be an asshole. Everybody.
it's
No exceptions.
Yeah.
it's a very
Except for Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
very,
yeah. That we don't
is-
deserve that man, but
Really, really, truly.
we
don't.
really,
see-
truly don't.
Go see John Wick 3 Parabellum in the theaters this Friday. It's gonna be good. By the way, if you guys have never actually watched the John Wick films, they're fucking so good.
I think
I
we
think-
had.
Like 3 times each.
I've
I think
never
we had
seen
this
them.
discussion. Yeah, neither have I. I think we had this discussion last time. I just, not for any reason, I just don't see movies.
Yeah, I don't think you
feel
have
you,
anything
dude.
particularly against movies. You certainly have a super hard on for showing them.
Oh, actually,
Mhm.
when we get a chance, I have a movie tangent.
You have a movie what now?
Tangent.
I just want to.
Oh, well, by all means, go.
I just
Shut
want
up,
to say, for Egg's birthday, we went and saw Detective Pikachu.
Oh,
Better than I thought it would be.
really?
Yeah, I was-
Okay. I actually, as soon as you said Detective Pikachu, I was like, "Fucking, this is actually a review that I want on this show from somebody whose opinions I know."
So, as a longtime Pokemon fan, I can tell you when I saw the trailers, at first I was like, "Wow, this does not look very good." It didn't look bad. It just didn't look good. It looked
This
weird.
whole
And then
time,
the
I
Sonic
just-
trailer came out, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, man, I can't wait for Detective Pikachu.
This whole time,
Yeah, but-
I've actually just thought that it could go 50-50 either way. Like, it could be really good or really bad.
So the thing is, me and Cam were discussing it, and at first we were like, "Man, the pacing in that movie seemed kind of fast," but then we realized we're used to seeing Avengers at this point.
Oh yeah, where
you
the
know, they
pacing
have
is
3
six
hours
films.
to right. But the thing is it did a really good job of like giving you the world, even if you didn't understand it already. But let's be fair, who doesn't know anything about the Pokemon world?
Pikachu.
And it was a bit jarring having Ryan Reynolds voice Pikachu at first, but I wound up really liking the casting choice as the movie went on. And overall, I thought it was actually a really good movie, like something that I would say is worth checking out when you get the chance.
So I plan to go see it this week. You would suggest I go see it?
Yes.
Wait, Chris, you
Okay.
want to go see it this week?
Yeah. Do you want to go?
I want to go, but it'd have to be like Friday.
Okay.
Tuesday or Friday.
Have any of y'all played the games? The
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu game?
Oh, no.
Oh no, never played
No.
Detective Pikachu.
No,
No.
definitely not.
Yeah, no, I've not. No.
Okay, well, those who played the games will definitely see that it's not just called Detective Pikachu to tie it to the series. Like it does have similarities between the game and the movie, actually.
It's interesting.
So-
I didn't think they would do that, honestly.
What you're saying
Yeah.
is that it has 10-year-olds going off on adventures by themselves that they should definitely
No.
accompany with an adult with.
You mean a perpetually
Detective
10-year-old?
A perpetual
Detective
10-year-old,
Pikachu
that's
was
right.
way different from the normal games.
Oh,
All I want to say is, I want to be the very best,
Oh,
like
no.
no one ever
hold
was.
on, I can mute him. Hold on.
So,
Also, the design, real quick, the designs actually wound up looking really cool. And this isn't a spoiler because it was in the trailer. Mewtwo looked awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So it has generally high audience reviews right now, like 80% plus across different platforms.
That is honestly, that makes me more excited to see it now.
Yeah.
Also, because of me looking that up and being on my VPN, it's showing me where I can go see it in Switzerland.
Go see it, fam.
Yeah, I can go see it in fucking Switzerland. That's dope.
Hell yeah, man.
Uh,
But Chris, you will never be 5-year-old me excited during Endgame.
No, that's unachievable.
Come on, man. Just let your
I've never seen a man freak out so much about a scene.
fuck you. I'll be a man-child if that means I can have my sense of wonder and imagination.
Which Pax, I need to discuss Endgame with you at some point.
I want
Look,
to discuss it.
I ran projection on 2 or 3 different Twilight movies, okay?
Right.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
No, thank you.
I've seen things that will blow your mind.
No, Jesse Ventura, get out of here. We don't want you. Go away. Fucking no. I don't need that part of the weird internet in my show. Go away.
Yeah. Oh my god. So that is actually interesting. Like I said, I just from like what little I know about it, so, I mean, I did work, in that industry for a long time, and definitely well enough to be able to see a trailer and go, that's gonna suck, or oh, that's probably gonna be pretty good. That one, it was really like a toss-up for me.
Yeah, like I said, recommend it. I'd probably give it 8.5.
No, what's funny is
Like
I'm
not-
looking at a thing right here that says 85% audience liked it.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
I would say it's definitely, it's not something that I would like. It's not like, Endgame where I went and saw it multiple times in theaters, but I am glad I did see it in theaters.
Well, let me see if I can think of anything else to go over real quick. Just small little tangents. I found my new favorite subreddit, which is r/MedDizzy. I do not recommend Luke ever go to that subreddit ever, because
I'll be right back.
well, I think Casey's gonna go look at it.
No.
Okay, thank God. I like it. It looks pretty good. There's nothing really else going on news-wise. We went over the ProJared shit. We went over the, which, by the way, you're a scumbag. Still. Oh, that's looking a little bit better, Chris.
Trying to figure out, is your hair dark brown or black?
Dark brown, really dark brown.
Whatever.
Let me go a little shade darker then.
That day. Do we have any? Okay, so the SpicyBoyGaming.com. I have a new article out in my Assassin's Creed little nostalgia review. It's just a very small review. It's not really very in depth, and the premise is me just shitting on Uplay as a, what do you call it, a loader?
I know what you're saying.
You
A
know,
platform?
Yeah, a platform, I guess, because that's the thing that is getting me right now is that's one thing that we haven't talked about. We haven't talked about because Luke talked about what was it? The Ghost Recon, the new.
Yep.
I think it was the new whatever the DLC is for that is for PC. It is Epic Store exclusive, and here's the reason why I hate that. Because with Uplay, if Uplay did the same shit, that means I would be stuck with their shitty controller input. Because that is the thing about Assassin's Creed. It does not feel well with the keyboard. And when I tried to use my PlayStation controller, Uplay was like, you can't just plug it in and go. Basically,
No.
with Steam, you can kind of just plug it in and go. Steam's like, oh, this is a PlayStation 4 controller. This is an Xbox 360 controller. And you can just plug it in and it'll go. Uplay does not have any of that, and I'm pretty sure Epic Games doesn't have any of that.
Can I just say that Uplay, whenever they first started doing that, felt completely superfluous.
Yeah. It really does. Because, I'm sorry, but yes, Steam has kind of got the best sort of platform for it on the PC right now. It just does.
Been out for a long time.
Yep, and they've been in the game a long time. They know what works and what doesn't. And then Epic's thing is they're trying to take the moral high ground on how much developers get paid. Which, yes, I agree. I think developers should get paid, and I wish Steam wouldn't take as much as a cut. But I guess at the same time, that's kind of what we owe some of the great features of Steam for. Now, one problem with Steam recently has been the review bombing of certain games, certain things happening.
Yeah, but aren't they curtailing that in some fashion?
Yeah, they are now.
Yeah. So, just real quick, so we have those new things out. Luke has some articles about Splinter Cell out right now.
That's casual.
The movie that never was.
I will say, though, because I missed it, I will say, in my only opinion of the Epic Games Store, I don't care, Steam or Epic Games, but as with the whole Intel AMD thing, competition is only good for the consumer. So I say, hey, bring it. Like,
So real quick,
make Steam improve. Like, Anyway.
so looking at the comments of the live chat, Pam was saying Detective Pikachu was okay. I didn't think it was anything great, but I wasn't a Pokemon fan like everyone else in the world. He says, I feel like Pokemon fans see the movie with rose-colored glasses.
That's actually a pretty good perspective to have on it, though.
Yeah, I think most things like that, I'm sure Endgame to me is probably, I'm biased in that aspect. I love the Marvel movies.
I'd probably watch it and think it's an enjoyable film. I also have no attachment whatsoever to the MCU.
Well, I will say this. DC, I think, finally learned their lesson a little bit with their movies. Because I think from what I've heard, Aquaman and Shazam were actually very good. But Marvel Studios has always been very good about their world building. I think sometimes some things get lost in translation in terms of how they want the story to go, because different directors do these small little things in their movies. So Kevin Feige kind of has to be like, all right, well, we can't do certain things because it has to fit in with the narrative. Stop Running Kid says, I'm not a huge Marvel fan, but Endgame was incredible. Endgame was incredible. That movie was absolutely 100% everything I wanted it to be and more. And as Chris can tell you, I was giddy as a schoolboy sitting beside him to his dismay. Chris, just be happy I wasn't drunk. So, fun fact, for those of you that don't know Chris too well.
Oh, God, are we really doing the drunk thing right now?
Yeah, we are going to do the drunk thing right now.
God.
Well, let me go get a drink real quick.
No!
Already gone, fam.
What are you talking about?
He bounced.
Oh, he bounced because he didn't want to hear me talk about it. So, Chris is a little bit of a. He's not the biggest socialite out there. Well, I mean, really, I think I am in this group of people, probably.
Yeah, I'm for sure not.
No, definitely not.
Definitely me.
Maybe William as well. I don't know.
I'm kidding. That was
More so than
sarcastic.
me, Will.
Yeah, Brian can talk to people, though sometimes he chooses not to.
That is true.
So it was so funny because a couple of years ago, so Chris was in Canada for reasons that will remain with Chris for Canada, which is another story, but we can't talk about it. And I was sitting at my computer one night, and I guess I was just doing something. I'd probably just fucking around on the internet, like I do. Oh my god!
No, keep going. It's fine.
Jesus Christ! Stop. So I start getting I just want to be quiet so that way I can listen to the music because I love it. I start. I'm just there fucking around, and I get a conversation pop up from Chris.
Oh, God, it's not over yet?
No,
Holy shit.
it's
I gotta
not.
go pee then.
So basically, he gets on, he starts talking to me, and I'm like, this is odd. Like, Chris doesn't usually talk to me, he doesn't start the conversation anyway. And so my first thing to ask him is like, "Are you okay?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was just like, "Huh." I think he's drunk. Because there is no fucking way this dude just casually started up a conversation with me unless he needed to. So yeah, if you ever want to know if Chris is drunk or not, if he's having a conversation with you willingly, then chances are he's probably a little inebriated. Which, granted, I think we're all a little bit different inebriated. What is this? Oh my god, putting penises in the chat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello?
Okay, we're done. We're good.
You're safe.
Fine.
Yeah.
I really did go pee and get something to drink, though. So.
Hey, man, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Sorry, I had to emergency run to the restroom, so hey.
So that's one thing that happens. Is hilarious. We might probably almost. It's 1:18 in the morning, and we've been going for. Let me see here. We've been going for an hour 30. I think this is a good stopping point, don't you guys?
I think
I
so.
would agree.
So, on an ending note. Oh, did you have something?
I was just going to ask you guys real quick. Have any of you played the Persona games?
No, but I want
Nope.
to. I want to play 5 really bad.
So I was very hesitant about them, and not gonna lie, I only looked into them due to the addition of a Persona character into Smash, because I was like, all right, what's this all
Marketing.
about? Everyone seems really excited for this.
I guess you could say you never see it coming.
Nice. I actually get that reference now, because I played the game. Anyways, but yeah, I actually would recommend it, and it's a good game. 5 is an excellent game because you don't need to have played the others. Like, there are like little things there for people who have played the other games, but on its own, seems to be a fantastic game so far. Though its one drawback I'll say is, since it's a JRPG, it's turn-based fighting, which it's one
that's
of the
my
ones
shit.
where
Yeah, that's my shit, dude.
That's
no,
great.
don't get me wrong. I love that, but it's one of the ones where if the main player character goes down, game over.
Oh,
Oh, I
rough
see.
times. Yeah, no, that's something. I don't like
If you
that.
happen to get some unlucky RNG where all the enemies happen to target your main character and he goes down and everyone else is full health, too bad. You better go back to your last save point.
Oof.
That's rude. I don't like things like. It's like, why? Why?
Are you telling me?
God! Just,
Oh, fuck.
man. All right.
I think it's time
I
to
guess
end
that's
this
what I
stream.
get. I can't tell everyone what I'm looking at right now. Chris is just
Can we
posting
end the
not
stream,
looking
please?
shit in my chat.
I can't handle this.
But, so anyways, this is a quick summary of everything that we went over today. ProJared, you're an asshole. Get fucked. You deserve everything that's coming to you. Destiny, stop being a man baby. AMD, always good. Team Red forever.
Yep.
You were waiting for that. Detective Pikachu, apparently go watch it. It's good stuff. Hopefully, after next week, we'll be able to talk about Game of Thrones.
Unlikely.
You gotta watch it sometime.
When is it over?
It's over next week.
Next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. The
Like
week after.
4 weeks from now.
Take me a week to-
Yep. Epicenter was an epic fail. Lol.
Like Firefest 1.5.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Luke
Not
is all.
two.
Apparently, Luke is always right. So
Diet Fire Fest.
There you go.
yeah, no one lost a kidney, so we're good there. And
Snapchat's
that
gonna try and become gaming.
Did you know
Hey,
that?
Apple?
Did you know the storm on Saturday was actually just a Maynard like artistic stunt?
Yeah.
Stop.
It wasn't nature at all.
It was
I believe it.
part of the new.
That's
well,
bullshit, but I
Justin-
believe it.
Justin Chancellor couldn't get the new like animations done, so they had to,
Yeah.
Also, so for the end here, if you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. We are Spicy Boy Gaming. We have a website, spicyboygaming.com. Chris and Luke are pretty much the main people who stream right now. I will be streaming a little bit more. Once I get things a little bit more under control here, I still have some things to do before I'll really be able to kick it off.
If I ever
full
get my
speed.
life stable.
Yeah, if I ever get my life stable. If William ever gets his life stable. I think William has his life stable.
This is your boy, Squeak1147, new
Oh,
spicy
God.
boy.
Jesus Christ. Best ending ever. We can't top that. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining in. We'll do this again another time. You guys have a great night.